Hi everyone, welcome to the Educon community Java interview series. So we have covered the identifier reserved words, data types. If you have not seen those videos, then you can go to the playlist and there you can search about the Java interview series and then you can uh, see those things. So now we will discuss about the main method. So what is the main method in Java? So main method is mainly the entry point of execution of any Java program. So here I have given you one example like public class exercise, and here the main method is like that. Then the string array arguments as always, and here we have taken these four variables a, b, c, d, int a, byte b, char c, double d, and now we are going to add those values here. So this println. So main method is an standard method, so which is used by the Java virtual machine to start executing this program, right? So the next one is what is string array arguments in main method. So basically main method has an argument which you can see here, string array arguments. This is basically the argument array of type string, right? So however, we can name it anything in place of arguments, like we can use the educan also, anything like that. But mostly programmers prefer to name it args for better readability. Okay, so when we run the program from command prompt, we can pass some input to our Java program. That input will get stored in string arguments array. Okay, so we can also specify string argument for main method using run configuration in Eclipse or any IDE. Okay, so now why the main method is public static. Okay, so any method of any class can be accessed only by creating its instance unless it is static method. So Java uses the main method as the entry point of execution. So if main method is declared non-static, then Java virtual machine would not be able to call it without creating the instance of that class. So it's static, so we need not to create any instance for it. Okay, and uh, if we will declare it as non-static, then it will not able to call without creating instance. So it's easy if we will make it static, right? So JVM cannot create instance of the main class as there is no standard constructor defined in main class, right? So the first thing is, if we will make it static, then we need not to create the instance. And if we will make it non-static, then we need to create the instance for it. But it's hard to create instance for main class, right? As there is no standard constructor defined in the main class, right? So main method is public so that it is visible to every class. If it's not public, then JVM classes might not be able to access it. So these are the reasons why main method is public and static. And as it doesn't return anything, so it is void, right? Why we make it public static void main? Clear? So public is access specifier, right? So it's public because any class can access it easily. Why static? We need not to create any instance for it, and it's also hard to create the instance if it will be non-static, because there is no standard constructor method, there is no constructor defined in the main class, right? And it's also void as it doesn't return anything, so return type is void. Okay, so can we run any Java program without main method? We cannot. So before JDK 7 we had static initializers as an alternative approach for main method. So before JDK 7 we can run the Java program without main method with the help of the static initializers. But from the JDK, we cannot do so. Okay. So here we have also attached the static initializer block that public class demo static then sees out. right? System.exit 0. So it's now mandatory to write main method because it is the entry point of Java application in case of core Java. So in case of other container managed environment like servlet, EJB, etc., Java program have their own life cycle. So we do not need to write main method in such environments. But for core Java, it's always necessary, right? So next is, can we change the signature of main method? No, we cannot change anything while defining the standard main method in Java. We cannot define it non-static, private protected, or we cannot change its return type also. That is void. So we should write like public static void main. So if we change anything, then JVM will consider that method as any other ordinary method and will continue to search for the standard main method. So if it does not find that, the runtime error will occur. Clear? Crystal clear, I think. Now, next question is, can we make main method final in Java? Of course, we can declare the main method as final, and it makes the main method as final, so its implementation is final, and any other class will unable to change it, right? So these questions are related to the main method. So if you have any other questions related to main method, you can also write down in the comment section. We will also discuss those questions in other lectures. So stay tuned. So that's all for now. Thank you everyone.